Taurus, welcome to GRAYCI'S Gamut. Today I will be doing your Friday to Friday weekly general reading. Remember that this is a general reading. It's not a personal read. Take what's for you and leave the rest for whoever it is meant for. We're going to start off, I feel like, with the Wisdom of the Oracle. I feel like there's something in here. What do we have for Taurus? What do they need to know? The Fates in the reverse. Beautiful card. Stars are shining. Let's see here. I feel there's another one here. Yes, a Priestess of Light as well for Taurus. Let's see, what do we got here? Divine Mother, nurturing compassion, grace. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to read from the book for you guys. The Fates, it is a protection message since it, tongue-tied, since it's in the reverse. So let's start there. Essential meanings: fate, karma, acceptance, that there are things you cannot change, and knowing what those things are. Your protection message: it is difficult to understand why painful things happen to good people. Fate is a mystery after all. Yet what we do with our circumstances, the way in which we respond to life's challenges, is how we rise up to greet our destiny. Now is one of those times to be aware of your powerlessness to change certain situations and surrender to acceptance. Hang in there. Life will only get better. Act as if you believe that, for the only thing you can control right now is your attitude. When you align with the fates, being mindful of what you can and cannot change, serenity will come to you. I think that's what a lot of people have the problem getting past situations, because they don't realize that there's just some things you cannot control. You cannot control the reactions of other people. You cannot control how they feel. You can only control your own actions, your attitude towards the situation, in order to get a clearer view, clearer path of what it is that's going to happen next or what to do next. You cannot, life isn't completely controllable like that. You can do so much, but see, that's the problem. If you don't do what you need to do to get to the spot you're at and keep your focus on that goal, you end up with a hot mess. That's all I can say, a hot mess. And you end up depressed or feeling like things are out of control. The key thing is to not... Things aren't out of control when you can't control another. You can control your actions. You can control your choices. And you need to understand that everything has a consequence. Divine Mother. Surrounded by the golden light of purity and creative power, this beautiful symbol of eternal maternity brings the energy of care and compassion to your life. Whatever gender we identify as, there is a divine mother in each of us. It lives in the eternal light that feeds us and nurtures the world through us. It lives in our choices, our tenderness, and in our loving energy. First, this card reminds you to prioritize your own self-care. In fact, it's time to become your own loving mother. If you've been dismissing something related to your own needs or preferences, muster up the courage to nurture and prioritize yourself. It's never dishonoring to others when you truly honor yourself. There may be someone who needs some care and compassion from you as well. Open your heart to the opportunity, but remember to strike a balance between the energy you give others and the energy you give yourself. Your loving care will go much further if you stop to fill your own reservoir along the way. On a purely practical level, this card can also herald parenthood for you or someone close to you. The Divine Mother breathes the vital spark into family and fertile productivity into any important creative endeavor you may be conceiving. Call on her gracious assistance and let your creative juices flow. All right, and that is a number 10. New beginnings, phases, moving into a new phase, having compassion with yourself though, and stop being be more like the mother and not the child. Sometimes we can do that, sometimes we can't. I know that it's hard to do the adult thing sometimes, make the adult choices, but you have control of your situation whether you know it or not. You have the ability to change your outcome. All right, let's get into the body of your read, Taurus. Let's see. We have the Page of Cups in the reverse. It's in your challenge. Pages are messengers. They bring in, make something become clear, possibly. You could literally get a message. It could be, and it's about the cups. It feels like love or abundance of some sort. It is in the reverse and in your challenge. I feel like someone here is trying to muster a certain kind of love, and it comes in hand with this controlling. You can't control someone else and how they love. Sometimes we may not like someone's actions or the way they talk, or that doesn't mean that they don't love you. That could just be the way that they are, just like you're the way you are. Your version of love could be standoffish, or and look at this, we have the Page of Pentacles as well. Message after message. I feel like saying someone's ideas of the way things should be is upside down. I'm not sure what that's meaning. It could mean backwards, maybe upside down. Not seeing things properly. You know how when you're like say you're hanging upside down on like a monkey bars or something, and your vision, you see what's there if you look straight ahead, but it's all turned tipsy-turvy, so it's hard to determine at from what angle someone may be walking towards you or whatever. That's odd. It's an odd vision to come up with. But this is in your benefiting position. I feel like this is the universe saying, you don't have to know all the answers. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to, the future is always uncertain for everyone. You're feeling that it's uncertain, maybe in a situation or a relationship, but it's uncertain for everyone. Things can change at the drop of a dime. Enjoy your life and your love while it's there with you now. Being so worried about the outcome makes you not enjoy where you are right now. You have the Four of Swords, message from Spirit. Four of Swords, laying something to rest, leaving something alone that doesn't serve you anymore. Feelings, it could be about this. Stopping with this feeling of that you have to control it. Not letting a situation control you either. You are your own person. You are your own destiny. With or without another person or situation, you are who you are, and you can't change who you are. So stop fighting. Stop fighting it. Look to the positive in situations and people. You have the Eight of Cups. Okay, the Eight of Cups in the upright, it is in the reverse, but in the upright it is walking away from situations that no longer serve you, or people that no longer serve you, the things that are not positive, maybe walking away from negative. I'm feeling like it's in the reverse. That can mean someone returning to you as well. I feel like maybe it could be emotions returning that you once thought were gone. It could be a person. It could be a situation. Maybe something that, and that is, I feel like for someone that's something that's made you miserable for some time now. Shedding those bad negative feelings, negative attitudes, it will help you at this time. Remembering times when there was happiness will help this situation, I feel. It does feel like someone coming back in here. It feels more like an attachment, emotional attachment to someone that may come back in here. Maybe even for yourself. Maybe your old self wants to come back. Situations, relationships change you. Sometimes you don't even realize they're changing you. Changing the person that you wanted to be, changing the person that you are, making you feel negatively about certain things when it didn't before. And it can take control. That's another instance of not having control over your entire... You have control over your destiny. You can change it in certain ways. But sometimes when you lay dormant and you keep thinking negatively, you turn into something or someone that you're really not. You have the Hermit here in the reverse. I think someone has gotten so delved in a situation. It could be a relationship, becoming less of yourself and more of the other person as well, like mixing everything, mixing the way you feel, feeling like you can't feel a certain way, or your emotions are riding on whatever they say you're due. That in itself, you have to get back to yourself. That's what I feel like saying. You're caged. Your hopes and dreams for the future are caged because you're doing this. Focus more on yourself, I feel like saying. Your future goals, the things that you used to like to do, start doing that again. Get up, take action, do some things, love yourself, change the way it is. Everything isn't completely fated. I mean, you can change the future. You can change. It's like we're magicians, all of us. We can change the way things are, and the way we look at it causes the change. You have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Stop feeling like you can dictate everything. I feel like someone here is trying so hard to hold on to controlling a situation. It's all going back to the same things. Not learning from your mistakes. I feel like with it in the reverse, the Queen of Wands is, she's steady on her seat, on her throne. She lets knowledge sink in. She takes it and learns how to rule so that there's growth for everyone around her, not just herself. And I feel like kind of a protective energy here. I'm looking at the sunflower blooming, like the sun. I feel like a situation with the sun, and it's kind of making me feel like with this Hermit as well. You've got the sun, or a star, not the sun, the star caged here, and then you got the sunflower. They both represent to me like furthering yourself, hopes, dreams coming to fruition. I feel like you have to get back to your basics. Someone needs to focus more on their self than on the situation that's bringing negative vibes to them. Let's get some clarity for you, Taurus. We have the Page of Pentacles in the upright this time. It's in your challenge. I feel like you're having trouble focusing on what it is that you need to do, but there's, we have the Ace of Wands as well. Aces are gifts from the universe, and they're yeses. It's hard. I feel like it's hard for the positive growth and movement. It's in their challenge. You're finding it hard to get over something. There's a different message of abundance here. Possibly, it feels like prosperity. The coins are kind of are grounding to me. They are earth energy here, which I feel like someone is off of their game. Someone is not, that needs to go back to their source. You're gung-ho about the wrong things, I'm feeling like saying. There is definite progress to be made here. You're finding it hard to, I feel like you're blooming, you're becoming something else, and you're finding it hard to how do I want to say it? You're finding it hard to go with the flow. I feel like saying you're finding it hard to stay on the positive path. This positive path means that you have to grow. You have to grow from where you are. You have to change into something else, become something better, something more beautiful. And you're finding it hard to get to that point or get through the tough part of it. Everything is going to be tough. Nothing that is worth it is easy. You have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. This is a tell of a, with it being in the reverse, I feel like bear season, a bear coldness. I feel like someone is in a depressive state. This is in the reverse. I feel like this is coming to an end soon here. I feel like you need to take that time for yourself as well. The Four of Swords, not only does it feel like to me letting things go, starting anew, it's, I feel like even when some of you, even when you're telling yourself, oh yeah, I'm going to do this different this time, you keep going back to the original. And that could be this feeling of this Eight of Cups, keep falling back into old ways. And I think you really need to look deeper into yourself. Take time out. That's what this Four of Swords can mean as well. Taking time out for yourself. It's in the reverse, I feel like, and it's message from Spirit. It's like you can come out of this. You can come out of this. This is like a needy feeling. Beggars in other decks, you'll see like people down on their luck, asking for help or begging for help. I feel like you got to start with yourself as well. I mean, you can ask someone for help, or you know, in your situation, you can be. I feel like someone here is expecting someone else to be able to change them, but you have to start with yourself, your core. You need to look deeper into yourself, and you can come out of this. You can't expect someone else to do it for you. They can help you, but you can't. You've got to make the effort. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Not the Queen of Swords. She knows just what to say. She's an expert in communication. Holding on to her beliefs. Keeping herself to the positive and to the no, and protecting herself and others as well. This is in the reverse in message from Spirit, right along with this dark looming time here. I feel like you're being too hard on yourself. This is what this card feels like to me. Being too hard on yourself in situations, softening up, being too hard on yourself and others possibly as well. Opening your lines of communication. This being in the reverse, I feel like you're having a hard time communicating with others properly. You may be lying to yourself about a situation that may be causing the harm to that situation, whether it be a relationship or whatever. It feels like you can change this around, but you do have to start with yourself. Recognize your negative patterns that could be affecting the situation. You have the shadow side in the reverse. Being afraid of change, being afraid of things happening again that happened before. I feel like you're letting it control you. It's in the reverse here. You're having, I feel like this is Spirit saying, you know, you've got to let go of some negative things that may have happened to you in the past, whether it be relationships or just, you know, holding on to old negative feelings about things. It can seep into other areas of your life and wreak havoc. Let's see here. One more. We have the World in the reverse. The World represents the end of phases, moving into new seasons in your life. It's in the reverse here. I feel like you're keeping yourself stagnant by not opening your mind up and looking ahead to better things, allowing good things to enter. Everything changes. Relationships change. Nothing ever stays the same. So it can still be a good, just because a relationship changes doesn't mean that it's going to a negative area. It can, but changes can be positive. If you're holding on to, you know, relationships evolve. People change. That's why marriage is, you don't act the same as you did in the beginning of a relationship. It just doesn't happen that way. Once you get to know each other better, if you're being honest and truthful, you change. The way you feel about someone changes, but it's not in a bad way. It's in a, you guys need to let the change occur. I feel like you're holding on to, your idea of what a relationship should be, and maybe you just need to be happy with the way it is. Obviously, if you're in a terrible relationship where you're having all sorts of infidelity and stuff like that, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a relationship that isn't so, you know, like when you first get with somebody, I feel like for a split second I thought about someone at a job, someone either questioning about a job, someone maybe asking a question about a job. In that situation, I'm feeling like there's a job that you really want. Someone wants a job really bad, in at a certain place or something. I'm feeling like they you want to know whether they're going to whether you could be able to get a job there if you apply. You may have already applied, but I'm feeling like maybe you've been reluctant to apply because everybody keeps telling you that it's hard to get in there. I think you need to apply. I don't know where that came from, but I feel like you need to apply because there's a lot of potential and growth there. But you got to step your foot forward. That's what I feel like saying. And whatever is, somebody's been telling you that you can't get in there without being a relative of somebody who works there or have connections in there, and that is not true either. It's just something they're relaying that they were told as well. Okay, let's get beyond. Let's get past that. All right, changes. Changes are don't be that goes in hand with that too. With this being afraid, maybe you've gotten turned down by them before, in the past, or you knew of people that did. Go for it. I say go for it. Whoever that is about. Okay, let me I'm going to pull a message card or two for you, Taurus, before I end the reading. Just think more, take some more time for yourself, working on yourself. I think a lot of you need to work on yourselves, and your reaction or the way that you react to situations, it may not be in the best of your, in your best interest. That's what I want to say. Learning is growing. Whoa, we have a bunch of them here. Let's see. You have origins. Remember your roots. Getting back to, I feel like getting back to you. I'm going to put this over here. Hope. An idea like a single acorn can start a wondrous forest. I'm going to put this here as well. You have let go. Enjoy the pulsing light of the firefly, but don't hold on too tight. I'm going to put that right here. Music. There is a melody to be heard in the deepest parts of the woods if only we listen. Listening to others can be a big hindrance at times, only because maybe you're not interpreting what they're saying properly. That's what I feel like saying. And surprises. Under the most ordinary stone is an undisturbed garden. I think that you are going to surprise yourself once you really take the time to be focusing on yourself and your reaction to others and situations. I feel like there's going to be a big surprise happening for you here, and it's going to be a learning curve for you, Taurus. I feel like there's going to be positive changes on the rise, on the horizon, if you focus on yourself. Stop worrying so much about that other person or that other situation and focus on yourself and what kind of a relationship or what kind of a job environment, whatever it is that you really want, and strive for it. Because you can break barriers, Taurus. You can. All right, Taurus, that's it for this read. Please like, share, subscribe. Love the support. Join my community here if you want to. Tap that bell icon as well for notification of future uploads. Have a great week, and I'll see you next Friday.